Hey, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Arun, and in this chapter we are going to discuss about the loop in C Sharp. So loop actually basically when you have to execute, you have to repeat your block of codes again and again, then we have to use the loop. We have basically four type of loops: for loop, while loop, do while loop, and for each loop. And mostly developer use for and for each loop, and while is based on the requirement, and do while is very less use. So let's start it now. When you know exactly how many times you wanted to loop through a code of blocks, use the for loop instead of a while loop. That syntax you can see: for bracket started, statement 1, 2 and 3, and inside that you can execute your you can write your code actually. So that I'm going to explain here. Statement 1 is execute one time before the execution of start, means from where you are going to start your loop. That is the first statement. Means second, define the condition, means it will check the condition, what condition you are going to check in the loop. Third, it will execute every time after the code of blocks execute. Example, you will see the example below. Print will be number 0 to 4, means if you will see, let's try to execute actually this loop in the Visual Studio. So here you will see I have taken one data type int. Actually always you have to start this, this is the syntax actually. Data type variable, from where you are going to start and what condition you are going to check, and plus plus means every time you need to execute until this condition will not finish. So that means int I equal to 0, it will start from 0. I less than 5, it will run until it will not be less than 5, and it will increment until that logic. So let's try to execute what it will print. So you will see here the output, it will start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here I can start from 2 as well. Let's try what it will print now. So you will see now it will start from 2. So 2, 3 and 4. Let's go on next slide. So this is one example I had taken. Now one more thing, nested loop. Actually nested loop, when you have to run, you have to write loop and inside the loop, that is called nested loop. Means if suppose you have one outer loop and one more loop you wanted to run inside the your existing loop, so that is called nested loop, and this is possible in C Sharp. So let's try to execute this also, and you will see actually it's loop under the loop. So you will see I'm going to start here. First I equal to 1 and I less than equal to 2, and this is actually execute will 2 times. Then inner loop, once it will come, then I am going to check one more, that should be actually data type should be different and variable name also should be different here, if you will see. So let me try to print and we'll see what exactly it will print. So now you can see this is printed 1, 2 and 3, and it's printed 1 and 2, 3. So you can debug and you can check how it's going to print. So next is while loop. While loop, the syntax If you will see, loops can execute a block of codes as long as a specified condition is reached. Loops are handy because they save time, reduce error, and they make code more readable. C sharp while loop. The while loop loops through a block of code as long as a specified condition is true. So let's take one example and try to execute. So if you will see here, I equal to 0 and I less than 5 until it will run under the less than is 5, and don't forget to increment your existing value, otherwise it will run continuously. So now you will see the same result for while loop, but different syntax is different. So this is the syntax for while loop. Next we have do while loop. The do while loop is a variant of the while loop. This loop will be execute the code block once before checking if the condition is true. Then it will repeat the loop as long as the condition is true. And the example do while loop, the loop will always be executed at least once even if the condition false, because the code block is executed. If you will see int I equal to 0 and do means it will execute first time, at least one time it will execute. So how it will execute, we will try and you will see the example. So let me try. If you will see I equal to 0 then do, it will go inside first time even it is condition is true or not, it's not depend on it. So this is the syntax do I, and then we are doing here while. So this is do while loop. So it's printing same result, 0 to start, it will print until the result will not be less than 5. Next is for each loop. This is very important, actually we use normal, every developer uses for each loop. There is a also for each loop which is used exclusively to loop through elements in a array. Means I will give you the next video on array, what exactly array and how it will work. Now you need to understand. So this is a one string type array I have, and I need to be check each values string value from the array, and I wanted to print. So the syntax of for each loop is, you will see here this one. This is actually syntax. It's a string type I in a cars is a array type. So this array is hold four variable, four actually string, and we need to take value from here. So let's try to print it. So it will print Volvo, BMW, Ford, Mazda. So try to debugger and you will actually exactly you will see what is happening inside the code. If you will see here, take the cursor and you will see there is a 4 string 0 1 2 3. Now try to run F10, it will show you. See now, let's see here, it's 4 and it will start I Volvo. So it will print first time I. Next value it will take BMW, because here in the second place is the BMW. So like for loop we don't need to tell in the for each loop need to start from 0 1 or 2, it will start from that index 0 index. So this is print BMW. So same like it will execute again Ford, and the last is this. even you can try here.